right, everybody. Hello there, and welcome to today's / tonight's live stream. It's, as always, awesome to be here, and I'm super excited. I am back again, playing some adorableness that is Animal Crossing. I've made a lot of changes to my island from the last time I was here, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. And of course, huzzah, fun times, yay! And look, it's Mathewin and Rev. Hi to both of you. Yay for living fishies. Yes. So what Rev is referring to with living fishies is that hey, look, it's Tiny. Hi, Tiny. Last night there was a really bad power outage where I live, and so what ended up happening was I had to deal with it, is what it really boils down to. But thankfully my fish tank that I've got is on an emergency power source, and it was able to last for about a half hour or so. So it wasn't super long, and after that I had to use like a little bubbler to do it. But I ended up staying up until almost 2 in order to do stuff. It was pretty rough. But I'm excited because I've expanded a bunch of stuff here in my little game for all of my various things. I've expanded my gaining of various hybrid plants and all sorts of other stuff. But you can see I'm holding all of these various materials, which used to be just sort of scattered around my island. And now they're not. And the reason is because I've completely rearranged everything, so it's pretty exciting. Downstairs, I still have all of my turnips for this week, because that's where turnips go. One thing I'm super stoked about is that I got some new materials here. So see, I've got a math chalkboard. I also have the server room wallpaper, which goes very nicely with my server. And I also got this, the periodic table of the elements. Even though it's kind of weird looking, but I don't really care. It looks like it's kind of backwards. I'm still super excited for it, and so it's a lot of fun. I also got some new stuff up in my kitchen area as well, which is up here. I replaced the tables. I used to have some regular wood tables. I replaced them with ironwood, so that it can match kind of the rest of the stuff. I'm still waiting on a fridge. Hopefully I'll be able to get one soon, but I haven't seen much of anything. Oh yeah, my little welcome mat. It's so nice. I really like it. I got it from Sahara at one point. Right now I've got a leaf on my island, so I can get, what was it, mums and something else. I don't remember. And I thought I saw a message here. Want to come to my island? No, I can't go to your island right now, Tiny. I'm showing my stuff real quick. I'm doing this. Oh yeah, that would be great. I do definitely want to get the fridge of fanciness. So I still have this same setup that I had before, where this eastern side of my island is my garden area. This particular plot of land is so that I can grow up my any specific flowers. So in this case, looking at particular hybrids that I've made, or that I've been given, as is the case for some of them. All of these I made, though. But, oh, that's awesome! Thanks so much, Mathelman. I really appreciate it. These are just some of the things that I used for expanding hybrid crosses. Here it's the same thing. It's a lot less populated now because I've moved a bunch of stuff over to the other side of the island. So my garden, other than that, is still very much the same. Here is one of the biggest changes. So I've moved Nook's Cranny out of the way. It used to be right here. I also moved my Able Sisters. So what I'm going to be doing in this particular area, that's up top here, is I'm going to be replanting all of my what's it called, my fruit trees. So that's what the little markers are, made out of dirt here. those essentially mark the mapping where the trees can go. So I'm trying to make it so that I have a good balance between space up front and being able to fit everything, essentially, because I want to have a little bit of space that I can play with to do something kind of cool. But essentially I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, so each of the 5 major fruits, and then 4 trees for each one going back is how I've got this designed over here. Let me go ahead and bury this. We can do that. Oh, no worries, Mathewin. I really appreciate it regardless. I think it's awesome. Also, this thing right here is supposed to be a fence. Or it will be a fence once I finish everything. Like I said, I still have a lot left. So these are where I'm putting some of my gold roses. Over here, this is my new watering area that I've made, which I'm very proud of. Up here is where I've moved the Able Sisters as well as Nook's Cranny. So you can go up here and we can see all this nice cool stuff. I'm going to put maybe like a fountain or something right here. Maybe some table or like a table and chairs type of thing. So I've been moving around the... in the my what's it called, my various people as well, my residence homes. I've been shifting them around a little bit too. Yay! This looks nice. Is that pilot? Yeah. I haven't been in here today, so I just want to check real quick to see if there's anything cool. Rev's grilling? Rev, what are you grilling? Is it delicious? If it is, I'm jealous. It's anything good. I kind of like the pilot's uniform. Beret. Classy. Look at that. It is very dandy. That is a gorgeous straw hat. I'm a fan. Yes. I will take that straw hat. I will also take some star shades because I'm a superstar. Score. Burgers and hot dogs, classic. I did some grilling, not this most recent weekend, but I think it was the weekend before that. It was really good. When I made the burgers from scratch and everything, we got really, really good hot dogs. Oh, man, it was so good. So delicious. Get the raspberry beret so I can be a prince. I could do that. What else was I going to say? And, so today I'm happy because I've already eaten. So I'm not super hungry. Yay! So like I said, this little area over here is where all my watering things are going to go. Right here I'm going to put some like freebies of various sorts for when people come to visit me. I've got the DIYs over here that I already have got. And so over here, essentially, we've got the non-hybrid crosses that I'm trying to hybridize effectively. And then up here, these are primarily already hybrids that I'm doing specific crosses with to try to get whatever the next step is in their particular thing. So this is exciting because I got a purple rose, which is very fun. And it's a relatively rare thing with the 2 white roses to make a purple rose. So I'm super stoked about that. That's really fun. I do have a handful of other purple roses here. These 2 mums, these are actually a special mum breed that I need to breed with other things. Right here I've got the purple rose with a standard red rose in order to move towards getting towards the blue roses. And of course I do have the purple tulips, which I'm so happy about. I am so glad that I got purple tulips. Those come from doing the 2 orange tulips, which you get from a red and a yellow. So you have to do red and yellow to get orange, and then orange and orange to get black. Or not black, but purple for the tulips. So I'm really waiting for those to expand. So awesome. So awesome. And Rev was nice enough to give me the green mums here. So I'm just waiting for those to expand out as well. But yeah, that's that. And so over here we've got my various houses. Essentially what I'm going to do is these first 2 rows, I'm going to end up scooting those back just a little bit here. So that I can have a little bit more space to expand the garden a little bit further. And it just makes a little more sense. It'll be a little bit neater overall. So I'm really excited for it, and I'm super happy. I think that my my little island is coming along very nicely, and it's very pretty. Matewin, I gotta check my mail. All right, I will in a little bit. Bud's sleeping. Shh. He went to sleep with his sunglasses on. Who does that? The fudge. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. No? Anybody? Maybe? It's a good song. Sort of. Mostly. It was actually kind of nice because yesterday when we had the blackout, it was nice because my Switch was charged already, so I was able to play a little bit. I got to play some Animal Crossing. I was mad though because the power went out during D&D. So I was very upset because we were playing D&D. Thankfully we were at the towards the end of the session, but I was still aggravated because I was like, no! We just finished like a major arc and I was trying to wrap everything up and I couldn't. Doc is making something! Oh my god, so this is Doc's house. Doc has like the greatest house in the history of all things Animal Crossing. Like, look at this. He is a rabbit who is named Doc. He's a giant nerd who has like bookcase wallpaper with a bunch of bookcases in his house. I mean, he's got a toilet in there, which doesn't really make sense. But he's got the periodic table of the elements. He's got the little skeleton bro, and he's got all this cool lab equipment set up. Like, this guy is truly legit my spirit animal. Like, no joke. I'm just saying. He's making a garden rock. That's exciting. I know how to make garden rocks because I'm cool like that. Cookie grease. But yeah, no, Doc is the best. It's so cute! I love it! Oh my god, it's so adorable. He does love snacks, yes. All of the characters with a lazy personality love snacks. This is Mira. Mira is one of my original folks. So one thing that I like to do is kind of funny is I'll go into somebody's house and then you just leave without talking to them. And they're just like, huh? And they get confused. See, look. Huh? It's so cute! It's so adorable. But, oh, I mentioned earlier, I already ate. I had a very delicious and hearty stew. It was so good, you guys. Oh my god. I was like, nom, nom, nom. This is Admiral. His house moved up here. It used to be down on the southern part of the island. He used to have beachfront property. He doesn't have beachfront property anymore. He's not cool like that. So incidentally, I hope that everybody had a good week. Or weekend, I should say. He called me Dr. Buden. Dina is adorable. Dina was actually my first added character. Wasn't one of my originals, but was the first new person that I got. It was not kale stew. There was no kale inside of the stew. No. But it was pretty standard, like really nice and hearty beef stew. Actually, my wifey made it. It was so adorable. They made it for Father's Day. Technically, it was supposed to be yesterday, but then she forgot. But that's okay. That is my this is my little my little site where I can do the things with the bones and stuff. It is very cool. It is exciting. These are my money trees. I keep my money trees back here so that they're all in one place. Yes, the grave robbing thing. You know what Indiana Jones does. That whole shtick. So another thing I'm super excited about that I got the other day, I think, I'm not certain exactly when it was, but I got one of the rewards for having a 5-star island. Right now, I'm like 90% sure I don't have a 5-star. Bones, what are you doing up here? Bones, you so silly. You lifting that weight, getting all beefcake. Bones is adorable. So one of the things that you can get when you have 5 stars is a special plant called the Lily of the Valley. And I got one! It's so cute. So honestly, I don't know what this thing does. I think it's just kind of a feather in the cap type of thing. It has a relatively low chance of showing up after you get 5 stars. I dug it up and then replanted it. I didn't particularly get anything. You can't pick it, like you can't grab it or anything. So I don't know what it does. I think it's just, you know, a fancy thing that you get. Oh, but either way, I'm super stoked that I got one. So I'm like, woohoo! Go me! I got a lily. Nathan win. Aww. Thank you, Mathewin. Appreciate everything that I do for you. I don't think I really do anything for you guys. I really appreciate it though. And I do try to have fun stuff going on at least. Although I have a feeling that's just the default message. But either way, I try to be cool for you guys. And I try to be entertaining. Yay, fancy fridge! Hooray! Yes, obviously, because I know the first thing I think when I go to the kitchen and open up the refrigerator is, huh, I gotta change. Because this is where I keep my clothes. I figured that it was the generic message, but still, it's adorable. Sup, nerd? Show more care and thought. Oh, yay for birthday! Happy birthday, Mathewin! Woo! What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do anything fun and or exciting? I hope so. This is true. It's not every day you turn 23. Or however old. I'm going to assume that Rev is right. This is my workout place. I need more workout stuff. It's okay though. I got my protein powder. And then I can punch. So great. I love it. Ah. I've got a birthday party that I'm going to be going to on Saturday, actually. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a nice big, like Zoom birthday thing. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, like I said, this is my remade, redone, reallocated island. It's very exciting. There's a lot of really neat stuff. So what I was going to do for today is not entirely finish, but work a little bit more on getting some of my stuff ready, essentially. So I think it'll be kind of cute. And if anybody has questions or comments or concerns or whatever, or just want to hang out or anything, just let me know. I can get a Captain America t-shirt. We're gonna party like it's $13.99 and everyone has plague. I mean, it doesn't feel wrong. Did you all see Isabel in there? She was at her desk like. I 100% fear that. Blue Bear, no! What's wrong, Blue Bear? Oh, okay. Ooh, Prezi! Ooh, a silk shirt. Fancy. You know, one time one of my characters did that, where they were just like, here you go, have a gift. It made me think of you. And I got the recipe for trash bags. I was like, what the fudge, man? What does I remind you of trash bags? This is not cool. It's inappropriate. It's rude. Very rude. Totally lame. So the Island Designer app is how you do all of the terraforming. So this is how you can remake the landscaping effectively. So in my case, I was building all of these cliffs up the other day. And you just go like this. Now, the thing with terraforming is it actually takes a very, very long time. It is pretty brutal. Yeah, I don't know what Bluebear is up to exactly, but I know it's at least somewhat unscrupulous. Bluebear ran up to me the other day and was like, hey, I need money, like, right now. I really need money. And I was like, what the fudge? Like, they were selling me a random shirt or something. And then she came up to me just the other day and was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I had all this coffee and I need to work it off. Oh my god. I'm just like, that is not coffee in your system that's doing that. I'm just saying, that's not coffee. You need something else other than coffee to get that kind of reaction is all I'm saying. Dang it! So effectively, like I said, what I'm trying to figure out right now is exactly how this orchard section is going to play out. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to have it to where it's not inaccessible, but it's also a little bit off the beaten path. Just a little bit. The biggest issue that I'm having right now is effectively how far forward to take it. So, like you can see right here, for example, excuse me, Bluebear. Excuse me! Thank you. So the issue that I'm going to run into is a couple of fold. First off, if I want to continue having this little pathway here, then I would essentially need to block off starting here, and this would be the last row that I'm able to have. Well, actually, I guess maybe I could do this one. Yeah, so I could do this one. But then I'd have to cleave off basically these top three things. Right? Oh, Tiny's leaving. Bye, Tiny. And that should be okay. Because then I could potentially move down all this other stuff. I could even scoot this forward a little bit. But the idea is I want to have at least a little bit of decor out at the front. So I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to do. So now what I'll do is I'll show you guys a relatively easy way to get rid of cliffs. So when you're doing the cliffs, the problem is if you start getting rid of cliffs at the edge, then it'll curve the edge. And that'll happen regardless of what you're doing, whether you're doing water, cliffs, anything. You'll always end up with a curved side, effectively. So I'll show you what I mean. If I go right here and I start with... If I start with this, where we have a cliff side that's next to another cliff, then it makes it curved. It doesn't actually get rid of it, so I have to go twice. So the easiest way to avoid that is just go somewhere in the middle. And when you do that, then it'll always bop it out fully. And then once you have these little 1x2 blocks, you can just get rid of them really easily. So if anybody's ever curious when it comes to that kind of thing, that's the easiest way. At least that's the easiest way I've found. I don't know if it's actually the most efficient way. One thing I really wish they would let you do is sort of do like a click and drag type of thing so that you could quickly make these larger structures. Because it gets very tedious doing these. I am not a fan. Dang it! I need to set up an intervention for Blue Bear. I've not done it yet. I do have some appropriate fencing for it though. Maybe I should go do that. I'll go grab it real quick. I don't think I've got the fencing on me. I do not. Actually, let me sell some stuff real quick. So see, one thing that I could try and do is potentially push this back a little bit. The problem is that I can't really move my Nook's Cranny and my Able Sisters now. I mean, I can, but it would cost me 50 grand each, so I'd really rather not do that. I made it like this for convenience for people coming in, essentially. So let me sell off some of the stuff that I caught the other day. Just caught some random bugs and stuff. Sold! But yeah, part of what I want to do with this whole thing is make it so that if I want to, then I can make this area the only part that's accessible to people coming in. So essentially, I'm planning on like fencing off the garden here, so that way people won't be able to like go around it, and they would basically be stuck in this portion of my island. Is sort of the idea. The problem is that I would kind of have to fence off the beach at this point to really do that properly. But like basically I'd be able to, I'm planning on fencing this whole area off with my special flowers. But then I'd be able to have, you know, like another fence like over here essentially that would have freebies for stuff for people to take and all that kind of thing. Yeah. My campground, a place for higher thought and philosophy. Yeah, no. That is terrible, Rev. You are a terrible, terrible person. Thank you, Escape Artist, for making that face. Alright. We need to get this fencing so that we can give Blue Bear her intervention. Here we go. Alright. Let's go give Blue Bear her intervention, because there are people who love her. Check out the desk. Oh! I've got Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I've been playing that on the Switch. I'm not very good at it. I've been doing like the little adventure mode thing that they made with it. It's pretty fun. I've been enjoying it overall. Alright, Blue Bear. I do this because I care. It's birthday edition of the death. What? So I see how it is. You're saying that the thing, the Super Smash Brothers isn't good enough. Is that what it is? Dang it, Blue Bear! You're doing this for your own good. Don't worry, Blue Bear. Everything will be okay. I don't know what else I can show. I don't really have anything cool on my desk anymore. Like, all my cool stuff has already been shown, unfortunately. Alright, Blue Bear. Come on now. I don't like doing this any more than you want it to be done. But it has to happen. Dang it, Blue Bear. Don't fight it, Blue Bear. No, Blue Bear. No. There you go. Oof. There you go, Blue Bear. Now you stay in there until you can kick the junk. Okay, Blue Bear? I know Super Smash is cool. This is Leopold. He wants to be a professor. So that's why I want that's why I want him wanted him to be on my island. Because he's a nerd. While Blue Bear is sulking away, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at how I can build up here. It's not rehab. It's an intervention. Nobody said nothing about rehab. Alright, so that would be my orchard. It's not bad. I think I can... Okay, so I can't afford to shrink it down that way. So what I want to do is I want to have it so that I can basically have a fence all the way around here. And then enough space such that the trees would all have the ability to get all of the fruit to fall in an easily accessible spot, essentially. So that's why I have like the space between my fence and where the trees are. So essentially the fence would be like down here. So that's where the fence would be. So basically this is the perfect size. This is exactly where I'd want it to be. I'm thinking I want to bring it out just a touch. Probably 2 spots. The problem is I hate having everything look so crowded, and I worry that's what's going to end up happening. There won't be too much space over here. It would be nice if I could take this entire central section and move it back a tick. But, like I said, that's not really viable at the moment. At least not anymore. I tried to build this out how it would be as best as I could. Blue Bear, have you kicked the junk yet? I don't think Blue Bear's kicked the junk yet. Alright, let's see. Oops. But yeah, this is the very extensive remodeling that's needed for some of the major parts of this game. Once you get to the, not exactly end game, but sort of final play aspects. See, and the problem is, I really like my little garden the way it is. I don't want to change this. That said, this would probably work better as an orchard, if I'm being honest. The problem is it's not big enough to fit everything. I don't know. I could basically only go 2 by 2. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I could fit an orchard here instead. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I'm really curious. Because obviously this, having it right here is more convenient for the sake of I can get to it easily. But I also feel that it's a little bit in the way. And I'm not a fan of that. Because it would be nice to have at least a little bit of space to work with and do some fun little stuff. I'm happy to have this area though. Except for the stupid rock. That rock spawned there today. I've had to move a couple of my rocks because they were getting in the way of the flower area essentially. So, yeah, not so fun. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys too. Up here, I've got my my museum. I moved that over here. I think I showed this a little bit last week at least, but I've got my lunar rover and my rocket. I also have the recipe for the astronaut suit. I haven't built it yet, but I've got the recipe, so I'll be able to make it. Also. Let me know what you guys want to see on Saturday, too, because I finished Jedi Fallen Order, so that means that I need another game to be able to play. So this is my temporary orchard storage, is this pile of trees right here. And effectively what I want to do is to be able to move this stuff around so that I'll have more space in here. And that's why I moved the thing here so far up, so that I could have this for all that stuff. If you saw my video last week, you may remember that I had a massive orchard where I had basically 16 of every tree, every fruit tree, and I essentially just decided, no way, this is way too big. It's just not going to work. It's not fun. It is not ideal. So, yeah, I decided against it. I need to catch some fish. It's also almost Bluebear's birthday. That means that Bluebear and Mathewin might share a birthday, because Bluebear's birthday is this week. So, Bluebear, for your birthday, I'm giving you an intervention so that you can kick the stuff. Again, doing it for your own good. It's because I care. Please don't take offense. So, up here as well. This is where I have a little nursery thing. So this is the nursery where I've got other trees that I've been growing. Essentially, these are mostly just to give away. No! It is a perfect intervention because the whole point is I'm trying to keep Blueberry in one spot so that we can keep track of her. And should it look slightly like a Vietnam internment camp, that can't be avoided. Dang it, Leopold! Why don't you just sit somewhere where it's the least convenient? God. I'm trying to get my Prezi. It's floating around. Gimme! Woo! Mountain Black Path! Alright, I need my last fossil, and then I can go visit Blathers at least. Blathers remains my favorite NPC of the game. He is super cool, he runs the museum, and therefore is my homie. Pretty butterfly! Let's go and catch the butterfly. Hey, I caught the butterfly. Zucker, what's wrong? Cookie? No. I want all of my residents to call me Dr. Bunny because that's my family nickname. And I'm called that because I'm a doctor and I eat a bunch of kale. So it's super adorable. And y'all are jealous. Aww, Zucker is stopping to smell the roses. I wonder if gold roses have a particular smell. Don't you help her, Leopold! I wonder what happens if you leave your people in there like that. I know that some people will take fencing and put it like directly outside of the person's door. So like basically surround it like that so they can't get out. And they'll mostly do it to make the person mad so that they'll end up leaving. I've had only a couple of folks leave, but it's just because I wanted different characters, like specific characters that I got from amiibos, essentially. So actually, I'm going to move these. So these are yellow roses that came from seeds. So that's why they're kind of separated out from the rest of my plants. It's required to get the blue roses. So that's why they're over there. Exactly, it's for Bluebear's own good. I am genuinely trying to help her. That's all that's happening here. I am doing this out of love for Bluebear. I just need to find my last stupid fossil thing. I remember I ran past it a couple of times, and I thought, oh, that's the fossil, I need that. I should go and get it. And then I didn't actually get it. I blame Rev for my lack of follow-through, personally. Weeds! I don't think I got my message in a bottle either. So every day you get a random crafting recipe from a message in a bottle that washes up on shore. Incidentally, if anybody needs lilies, let me know. It's not my regular what's it called? My island flower. That is the windflower. But I just planted an entire thing of lilies, essentially. It took a really long time before they came into a shop where I could get them, or it took me a long time to find them. And so I just stocked up on a whole bunch, and I planted like 20 of every color. It was insane. And it's kind of funny, too, because lilies are actually the simplest genetically of all of the plants in the game. they're really, really easy to get all of the colors for. What's up? Explorer hat? I need an Explorer hat. I can't wear it now because I'm wearing my construction helmet, though. Which I find to be goofy, but whatever. Oh, man. If you guys were a fossil, where would you hide? I mean, I know it would be somewhere, like, in the ground, right? But where in the ground? Mosquito. It's really frustrating having mosquitoes because the mosquitoes actually can bite you. It doesn't actually do anything, like it doesn't hurt you, but it's just annoying because it's like, ow, I got bit by a mosquito. Don't get Sam's Club frozen hamburgers. I mean, that's good to know, Rev. I will be sure to not get those particular burgers. I'm personally a big fan of the Bubba burgers. Those are really good. I have had excellent luck with those. So we got the we had both the beef and the turkey burgers are really, really good. No, I like them anyway. But yeah. You don't have Costco in Podunkville? Well, I know Bubba Burgers, at least. I've seen at supermarkets. I don't know what all you guys have when it comes to supermarkets. But I've seen them in, like, just regular grocery stores. Not just big box, like, wholesale price club things. I've seen them in a bunch of different places. Although, I will say, I really, really miss Costco. The only reason I say I miss it is because of the pizza, though. Because whenever I would go shopping at Costco, I would always reward myself for going outside with a slice of pizza. Because Costco pizza is bomb. It is so freaking good. It has no right to be as good as it is. But it is good. And so I genuinely miss shopping at Costco. And that's the thing. We have Costco here, but I don't have a card for it, so I don't shop there anymore. But, oh man, it's so, so good. So very good. Oh, Five Guys burgers and fries. Five Guys is really good. Yeah, it's weird because my wife and her daughter, they're not huge fans of Five Guys. They're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. But understandably, don't get me wrong, I get it. They're like, when I want to have a burger, I want to have like a burger. And so, get something like Fuddruckers or whatever, which is a delicious burger, don't get me wrong, but, for me, for the price, I'm down for Five Guys. Like, Five Guys is delicious. I love it. And the fact that you get everything for free, as far as like the toppings and stuff, I'm a big fan of it. This stream's sponsored by Costco Pizza. Oh god, I wish I was sponsored by Costco Pizza. Oh man, I gotta reach out to local pizza chains and be like, hey yo, I'll give you guys some exposure bucks if you like hook me up with some free pizza. Fuddruckers is garbage. Too late to object to the union. Wait, which union are we objecting to? But no, like for me, I am okay with Fuddruckers. I am not a huge fan of it though. It is not nearly my favorite burger. For me, it's basically a step in the right direction, which a step in the right direction. The thing is that for the other folks who live here, they really, really love it. And so I'm like, I can handle it. I'm okay with it. But yeah, it is not nearly my personal favorite. Oh, Whataburger! Whataburger is my jam! Oh my god, I love me some Whataburger. Oh, yeah, I am all about the A1 burger. Oh god, this is so good. I love that burger. It's delicious. Man, I really miss Whataburger. Yeah, I miss. Well, I went. Oh yeah, the patty melt. Yeah, so good. Yeah, when I lived there, when I was going to school, oh man, I was lucky because wherever I lived when I was going to school, I was always pretty close to a Whataburger. Although to be fair, anywhere in like the southern Midwest, mostly Texas, you're gonna be near a Whataburger wherever you are. The Chop House cheddar is amazing as well. Oh my god, so good. Oh, yeah, I really, really miss it. It's that place is absolutely incredible. So good. And I remember it was really funny because a friend of mine that I met when I was in school, he ended up moving to one of the big rectangle states, Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska. Can't remember offhand now. But he actually had a friend of his back in Texas mail him the Whataburger spicy ketchup. Ooh, I don't blame him because Whataburger spicy ketchup is awesome. So good. Oh yeah, sorry, Nathan Wynn. Yes, I do have a washing machine in Nooks in pink. It's mine, I buy it! It's mine now. It's okay. I send it to you, Mathewin. You sent me a fridge, I'll send you a washer. That's how it works. It's called being friends. And it's adorable. And that's what we do in Animal Crossing. We be friends. Blue Bear, are you sad that your intervention isn't over yet? Alright. I has an official quest from Blue Bear. Okay, Blue Bear, here you go. I will let you out of your intervention space. Look at Bones! Bones is gonna work out, you guys. Oh, Bones is stretching! Bones is working out! Get him, Bones! He's so cute. Right? Bones was doing yoga. It's so adorable. What was I talking about? What were we talking about? We were talking about Whataburger and how delicious it is. Chop House Cheddar Burger, awesome. A1 Thick and Hearty Burger, delicious. Or wait, was that Arby's? Either way, they have an A1 burger, and it's amazeballs. It is so good. And then the spicy ketchup, amazing, so delicious. And then the all the deliciousness, it's so good. Oh, you hurt your back with the yoga? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Like I've known a handful of people who have injured themselves pretty badly doing yoga. It's really not great. So yeah, now I need to wait to get what's it called? some my turnips sold. That's one of the main things I'm waiting for right now. Let's see, deluxe washer. Drink! Know things. I do know things. Huzzah! It worked! I drink and I know things. Go me. Oh, I should do an amiibo. I was really lucky. I got a bunch of amiibos for this game, so I can get a bunch of different villagers. That's how I got Doc and Leopold. It was very targeted. Laser focus. Getting those two. Wasn't I doing something important? I was. I was trying to find my other fossil because I don't remember where it is. I could have sworn that it was up on top of this thing. I may have accidentally destroyed it though. I have not been at Rev's camp where it assists in your ability to focus. No. I need to go visit Admiral. I wonder if he's still home. He was home earlier. Oh, you made a nice campground? Awesome! I don't want your polo shirt. Oh, nice! That's awesome, Rev. Hooray for new and redone things. You and me both. I'm proud of my redoings in this game. I think I've done at least a reasonable job of making things nicer looking. So I'm happy with that. Now if I could only be happy with all the other things in my life. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna put some of this stuff in storage. I don't have to worry about it. Blue Bear is out on the equivalent of parole. Man. Oh, wow. It's almost time to go. So, here's what we'll do. We'll head over to the museum real quick so I can get the fossils that I do have appraised. And then I'm going to go and head out. Like I said, though, please let me know any games that you guys want to see for Saturday. Because I don't know what I'm going to be playing yet. So, just let me know what all you would like to see. Somebody's trying to give me a cupcake. I don't want the cupcake. I don't want the cupcake. I don't want the cupcake. Maybe I'll have the cupcake later. I don't want the cupcake right now. Blathers is bae. Like, legit. Blathers is bae. Oh, Rev is going to show all the cool new stuff. That's fun. I offended the cupcake. I didn't mean to offend the cupcake. I just didn't want the thing. can hear it slamming the door. Yes, the cupcake was rather upset. However, this is what we have to deal with. You know, we have to be adult about this, including cupcakes. I need to figure out a better way to arrange some of this stuff that I've got here. Oh, Blathers, my one true bae. No, I kid, of course. Within the game, though, Blathers is bae. I mean, I'm just saying. It's just a fact. Can't avoid it. Let me see if Spooky Ghost is around real quick. So, I remember last week, I had Spooky Ghost on my island when I was doing the stream. Danny's wife has been replaced. I mean, I'm just saying, it's Blathers. And I think she knows that Blathers is okay. You know, Blathers is a good guy, gonna treat me right. You know, I'm just saying. That's how it is. Alright, well, so here's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and I'll pop over to Rev's Hizzle for just a little bit so that you guys can see it. Blathers is everyone's hall pass. See? Exactly. Oh god, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in the bamboo forest. Okay, so for anybody who's not aware, Rev is a giant nerd. And so I named my place after a nerdy location as well. But Rev named his location after a war game. So it's like even worse. You know, it's like he named it after a Games Workshop game. So it's like the fuck. Celeste is solid too. Like I'm down for some Celeste as well. Like she is really, really awesome. I mean she's Constellation Bay. So, I mean, come on. Pure 90s irony? Just, oh man, I don't have my leg warmers. I need leg warmers if I'm gonna do that. I doubt that I get any hall passes, to be fair. But, I mean, Blathers is still Blathers, so I'm just saying. Where is she? My wife is outside. Incidentally, one thing I really like about this game is how relatively smooth it is. There's a lot of games where, especially in the online play, you get a lot of bugs and jittering and all that kind of stuff. And they actually did a really good job of reducing possibilities for bugs. And particularly when it comes to like inventory space and things like that as well. So, don't allow them in the house when they yeah, they have to wait outside in the rain. They're sitting out there like in the window right next to me and they got the big sad face on. And I'm just like, whatevs. Obviously. I like the dinosaur track on display. That's kind of cool. Hey, look, it's Rev! Rev is over here looking like friggin'... Oh, God, what's his name? Oh, my God. Hugh Hefner. That guy. Outside is dangerous. We have house elves, yes, and also we have come to find some sentient cupcakes as well. Tends to work nicely. I wave to Rev. I'm gonna wander. So this is Escape Artist's house. It's a very fancy house. It is very pretty. It is very nice. Up here is Rev's house. Well, not there, but right here. That's Rev's house. Rev has the fancy purple and white furs. trying to grow here. You're very fancy. One thing that I found with the gold watering can, at least, I don't know if the regular ones do it as well, but you can water 2 spaces away from you. So I've like mapped out how to do all of my watering for it to be as efficient as possible, essentially. All right, let's go take a look at the campsite. Oh, it's the outside toilet. Oh, I remember you had posted some pictures of this, Rev. This is where Pandemic Chef was taking a break, isn't it? It's the seaside villa. Also, why is there a pyramid of Giza here? Is that something that Gulliver gives you? I feel like that's a Gulliver thing. So this is the campsite, right? I'm just saying, it also looks rather internment-y. Just saying. Oh, it's your son's house. Aliens built the pyramid? Right. Aliens. Obviously. Look at all them cosmos. So crazy. It's the Gallon statue. The fake Gallon statue. At that. Dang, look at all them blingy roses. So fancy. Alright, let's see. What can we do here? This is interesting because these aren't, strictly speaking, arranged in the 4x4 crosses that you normally see. They're still fine, don't get me wrong. Sahara! I can't tell if these are black or purple. I believe they're black. It's kind of tough to tell. Well, so I've got the, I have mine in a very similar structure, but it's different because basically the idea is that you want to have the diamond where you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4. And so the idea is that those two can mate, and then these two can mate. Or, like, basically, if you look at either one of these, then they can mate with either of the two in the middle, and then this one can mate with the other one. That's kind of the point of doing that. The problem is, with the way that this is set up, you don't fully have that. Because, say, for example, all 4 of these end up mating, then you'll go over here, and then these 3 maybe can mate with each other, and so it creates a larger problem, effectively. But, yeah, like, when we get back, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like, a way that I figured out that it works for me personally. I like it. I think it's space efficient, which is why I'm doing it. But, obviously, anybody... Is this Wart Jr.? He's so cute! He's little froggy! You guys, he's so adorable! Oh my god. Rev, you got a lot of frogs. Why do you have so many frogs? It's ridiculous. Aww. Ooh, new park. I want to see the park. Where's the park? Or is the park, like, up above? You're drawn to him. I remember coming and seeing this not super long ago. This is nice. I like this. This is cool. This is very fancy. Oh, robot frog? Yeah, it's like Ribot or whatever it is. Robit, something like that. Yeah, robot frog seems super adorable. Ooh, and so you have the path over to the secret place. Oh, there's the playground! Oh, that's fun. So this is very similar to what I was planning on doing with my area after I get things squared away and figured out a little bit more. That is super cute. I love it. That is quite adorable. And I really do like having this. It's nice for whenever Red parks over there. Very convenient. And the little waterfall is very nice. It looks really good. I really like it. I think it's gorgeous. Oh, you got that "We're Open" sign? I don't have that. I've been looking to get it. Are these all money trees? Is that why they've got the weird little bell symbol on? I assume that's a bell. It looks kind of bellish. All right, I've got to get going though because it is like time for me to go. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on the line for you. Yeah. Wake me up before you go. Yeah, most of the stuff has a bunch of different colors. So I'm gonna head out here. So I'll show you guys what I mean with the diamond pattern that I'm using personally. So I'm doing something very, very similar to what Rev has, but it's slightly different. Oh, man, I'm tired. I shouldn't do this tired. Faerun! If anybody's curious, Faerun is a major city in the Dungeons and Dragons world of the Forgotten Realms. I kind of like how this is working with like the flyover. I think it looks really nice. It'll look even better once I finish decorating the area around Able Sister and Nooks as well. First I gotta finish my orchard though. Alright, so here you see I've got rose, 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 rose in that cross pattern, right? And then embedded inside I've got the hyacinths. So the nice thing is that I've got two crosses set up here. And the thing is that they'll only mate with the with another of their same type. So you still get the efficiency of the cross, but you get a lot more space efficiency because you can fit two of them inside one another, essentially. And that's why you can see I even got the blue hyacinth right here and then the purple rose. So it works out very nicely. Same thing over here, but I've got the white roses and then I've got the white mums. Here I've got red roses, red tulips, and then the red pansy, or the white pansies, white roses. But the idea here is that I still have the same concept where, like this particular rose that I'm standing on could mate with either this one or this one. Whichever one it mates with could mate with this one instead. So that's an efficient way that I personally have found that works reasonably well. And that's also why down here I have the very specific side-by-side crosses that I want to do. Like, so here I've got the red and yellow cosmos because that makes orange. And then the white and white here, the white and white there, that's just because I didn't have more space for another cross. But when you have the two specific colors that you want crossed with one another, you have to have them adjacent. And the problem is that simply going like red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, or whatever means that you could potentially have something off on its own, which means that it would clone itself at best. So I'm trying to set this up in such a way that I have the best opportunity to get as many hybrids that I desire as possible, essentially. But yeah, I think it's cool. The continent all of the adventures are set on. I don't know what Rev's talking about. Something about a continent and adventures. I like adventures. Oh, you mean Faerun. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Faerun, it's not a city. It's the region. It's the world region. So I was thinking of like Waterdeep. So Waterdeep is probably the most famous of the cities that exist on or in Faerun. I'm going to chill with Naomi for a little bit. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me, you guys. I've got to get going. It's well past my time. But as always, I have such a blast with this game. It's difficult not to. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is... I guess that would be more well known simply because of the Baldur's Gate video games. But I like the what's it called? The Lords of Waterdeep because of the board game. Well, I say Lords of Waterdeep is the name of the board game, but Waterdeep is the city. Alright, but you guys all take care of yourselves. Let me know what game or games you would like to see on Saturday as well, because I honestly do not know what I'm going to be playing. But stay safe, be well, have a good time, and regardless, I will see you all then. So, bye-bye.